How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today is the Monday weekend sales recap. This should be number 41 on the list. Overall, good sales weekend, a lot of variety. I'm really enjoying not selling a lot of high dollar stuff. That kind of was like the trend towards the end of last year, going into this year. But selling just a lot of variety, and I like seeing that. I like seeing, singles, graded, like different grades, like not just 10s, like all kinds of stuff selling, because it just means like collectors are buying, like people are actually enjoying things. So yeah, just happy. I'm happy with what's selling right now. It's been fun. It's been fun the last 2 weeks of the new year, and somehow we're already 2 weeks into the new year. But total for this weekend was $2,764.29. It'll be listed as $2,800 on the video, rounded up. As always, it does not deduct taxes, fees, shipping costs, etc., etc. That's simply the gross amount received for what you see in front of you. We'll get into the breakdown of the individual cards here in a sec, but yeah, it was a good sales weekend, a lot of variety, a lot of fun. Been listing singles, and it's fun to see them selling. So it's always good to see your work show some fruits, and bear fruits, I guess. Didn't sound very intelligent, did it? Yeah. But yeah, we're not very smart here. Well, at least I'm not. Maybe you are. But yeah, let's jump into this, go through this, and yeah, sit back, relax. Let me just pull up the correct page, shift this stuff over for now, and we'll zoom in a little bit more to appreciate the artwork and adjust the camera and go get a 5-course meal and stop this camera from shaking. I do like this new setup I'm using to record. It's nothing fancy. It literally is just something I modified that I had that ended up just working perfectly, but I am liking it. But it does have a little bit of a wobble, so I'm sorry. It sounded like a wobble. Uh-oh. Might be a sneeze coming on. See, this is how professional we are here. We jump into the video, don't really say much for 2.5 minutes, and then make you pause for a sneeze. All right, I think I'm gonna be all right, but we might have to take a break for that. And I don't want to sneeze over everybody's cards, so I'm gonna have to look right or left, or maybe both. All right, first up, we have an absolute one of my favorite cards, one that I actually don't have in my collection graded. I've had a 10 of this before, got rid of it, but I'll probably have a 10 again. We got the Venusaur EX from the Venusaur starter deck, heavily played condition, $30.99. Scrolling down. All right, we got Ampharos PSA 9 from Galactic's Conquest, $26.59. Raichu, beautiful 10 here. PSA 10 Secret of the Lakes, $71.99. This one's funny. I've been sitting on, I probably have a bunch of these like graded in 10, to be honest with you. And I've been sitting on these for a while. And I remember getting these back originally and thinking, oh man, like this card's going to sell. I'm going to make good money off this. And I think I remember starting listing this at like $200. And then things started cooling off. More of these hit the market. And now we're at the point where PSA 10 Infernape from Stormfront sold for $55.99. Now, is there profit there? Yes, absolutely. But it just goes to show you that you can't always, have this mindset where you think you're right and, oh my gosh, like this card's going to be so hot and, it's going to sell like crazy and I make a ton of money, because it doesn't always work like that. And then in the reverse, you end up selling stuff that you didn't think was going to sell for well, and it does, Sell for well. Sell well. Doing well here. All right, we got Magmortar, Beat of the Frontier, PSA 10, $47.99. We have Staraptor, Space Time Creation. Nice foiling on this one. PSA 9, $39.99. We have Dragonite, Fossil, Light Play, $26.39. Scrolling down, we have Morty's Marowak, Near Mint, $11.99. Bugsy's Yanma, Near Mint, $8.79. These are VS series, obviously. Chuck's Donphan, Near Mint, $7.19. Faulkner's Dodrio, Near Mint, $7.99. A little sticky there. There we go. We have Munchlax, Meiji promo, PSA 9, $119.99. It's a pretty healthy price for this. This is a tough one to find as far as in mint condition. This one looks like it just missed the 10 from the centering, is what I'd have to guess here. These usually, for whatever reason, especially the Meiji promos, they come beat up. I don't know if they actually came, like Meiji's a chocolate company there. I don't know if they actually came with the chocolate in the boxes. I would assume so. And if so, that would explain why, even if when these are in cello packs, they come like just screwed up, like dented, like heavy indents, creases, folds, etc., etc. So never buy one of these sealed where it says near mint without actually looking at it, because just because it's sealed doesn't mean that it's near mint. Anything in a cello pack from this era, make sure you look it over. I mean, anything in a cello pack to begin with, even nowadays, I mean, make sure you look it over. It does, just because it's sealed doesn't mean it's near mint. And a lot of times people, what they'll do is they'll be like, oh, it's sealed. And like, they'll just say, oh, brand new sealed. Well, that's like, oh, near mint. And then you'll buy it, and then it's like got a dent in it, and it's actually not near mint, but you paid near mint price for it, or even maybe a premium because it was sealed. Meanwhile, that person knew that dent was there, sold it like that, and then ended up pocketing, that extra cash. So just be careful with that. I mean, don't think that everyone's out to scam you or anything, because sometimes, I mean, it's tough to see everything through the cello. So sometimes people just sell them like that and you don't see it. So don't just be like, oh, like this guy, scammed me. I'm not saying that, but just be aware. Just be aware when you're buying stuff sealed in cello packs that there always is a potential for there to be damage to the card. All right, moving on from the tangent, we have Dragonite, Lost Link. This is a rare from the set. PSA 10, $119.99. It's funny how two cards sell back-to-back. Different cards, different grades, but same price. Always weird little things you see and pick up on when you're doing this kind of stuff. We have Arbok, Expedition, PSA 9. Beautiful foiling, beautiful card. $59.99. We have Victory Bell, non-hollow common from 151, near mint obviously 159. Ivysaur near mint 189. In the middle of those we have a fantastic artwork here. We got Flareon from Bandai Card S, Light Play 11.99, and then back to 151. Different people too. It's just strange. I think sometimes like the algorithm like picks up on certain things where it's like, oh, this person bought these, and then it like maybe it promotes stuff from the same genre. I don't know. It just seems weird. There's just things you see sometimes where it just doesn't seem like it's just a coincidence with selling. And after I've seen tens of thousands of items sell, you start to pick up on certain things. But we got Seadra near mint 159, and then we got Gloom near mint 159. Like, here's another one too, actually, up next. So it was vice versa. We're going in backwards order right now. So this one sold second, but we got PSA 8 Clash of the Summit top piece of Palkia and Dialga. Sold for $111.99. But these have been up for sale for a while. So this one sold second, but like it sold right after. Like it's in line in the sales record with this one. This PSA, and different people, obviously. PSA 10, Palkia Dialga Legend, top piece. Clash of the Summit, $319.99. Probably one of the biggest cards for the weekend. There might be a card, actually, it's funny. It might be a card tied with this. But it's just funny, you know what I mean, how that works. You have two cards that have been up for sale for a while. Same card, different grade. One sells, then the other one sells, right back to back. And it was within probably 20 minutes. Different people. Just crazy how that stuff works. I don't really always understand it, but it's sales, so we're I try to understand it, just because you kind of want to figure this stuff out to better optimize your business, but I don't think there's any rhyme or reason. Sometimes it just seems like there's an actual reason. But anyway, moving on, we have Flying Pikachu 25th anniversary set near mint, $4.79. Excuse me, this is the Surfing Pikachu, $3.99 on that one, near mint. Then this is the Flying Pikachu, $4.79. All right, we have Electivire Level X, Beat of the Frontier, PSA 9, $55.99. Palkia Level X, sold a lot of Level X this weekend now I'm thinking about it. Or a good amount at least, seems that way. Palkia Level X from the Constructed Starter Deck, PSA 9, $59.99. Yeah, moving on to another level X. Got 3 in a row, all 3 different people. We got the Giratina level X PSA 9, $119.99, 99 cents, excuse me. I think it's pretty cheap, honestly, for what this is and how much a 10 of this is. They're tough to grade. This one, I think, just missed it. Centering is pretty close. I don't think it was that, but there's like a little nickel whitening on the back, and I think that's what did it. Otherwise, it's like one there and one there. Otherwise, this would probably be a 10 all day. But, yeah, I feel like that's cheap for what this is. I mean, I've said that a bunch of times now. I feel like 9s are undervalued, and I feel like 10s might be a little overvalued in some instances. That's not every circumstance. Jeez, I'm having trouble today. Circumstance. Yeah, it's a circumstance. It's actually a cool word. I might use that in the future. But anyway, yeah, it's not every circumstance where that holds true, but it just seems like that's how things have been for the last maybe like 6 months, where PSA 9s are cheap, and this is how it was before the boom too. PSA 9s were super cheap. You can almost get PSA 9s on almost anything for under grading costs. Well, not under grading costs, because grading cost was 7, but like just stupid. Like, it was just stupid how cheap the stuff was. I know a lot of people made a killing off that stuff. I'm not saying it's gonna repeat again, especially anytime soon, but if you're a collector, don't be afraid to buy 9s. It's never, if somebody makes fun of you because you have a 9 of something instead of a 10, well, I think I've said it before. There's certain words you could say to that person, but we can't say those here. But that's just how I feel about it. Collect what you want, collect what you enjoy, and don't be afraid to buy a lower grade than a 10, because, I mean, this is pretty close to a 10, and you're getting it at a fraction of a 10 price. But $119.99 the Giratina. We have, can you even see it on the camera? Yeah, you can see the sparkle. We have the Victini from the Dream Shine collection, PSA 9, $19.99. Again, I mean, that's cheap. It is. I mean, I probably lost on that based on, even if I only paid 50 cents when I bought this, and the grading cost is 15, and then you got to figure in, even if shipping's $60 for an order to come back of 100, so that's 66 cents. So 50 cents on the card, 15.50. We'll just say 17 or 16 even for that, and then you got to figure in the fees, shipping. You know, I'm losing on a 9 of something like this, even if with my costs only being that low. Now, I mean, it isn't that big of a deal. It's to be expected here and there, but it just makes you realize how cheap it is for something like this, when it's almost impossible to acquire this near mint for $19.99, let alone already encased in a slab. Like, I don't know. Just, again, look for value out there, because it is there and it does exist. Jirachi, also Dream Shine collection, PSA 9, $23.99. We got Arceus from the Dream Shine collection, PSA 9, $23.99. This person picked up all the 9s. We got the Manaphy 9, $23.99 as well. Toxicroak from Advent of Arceus, PSA 8, $23.99. All right, we got Honchkrow. Like this artwork's cool one from Secret of the Lakes. PSA 7, $15.99. And you might be saying, oh man, like, how's that worth it? It's like, well, what do you mean? Like, $15.99. So that means that person paid the grading costs, $15, and that's if they're able to send it in bulk, and then 99 cents for the card, which you're not going to actually be able to pay $15 for the grading fee, because you got to figure in the shipping there, shipping back, and you're not going to find this in near mint for 99 cents. So, again, I know we're beating a dead horse here by saying this over and over and over again, but just, there's value out there, guys. Like, and I'm not saying, oh, like, go buy this stuff because I have it and you should buy it. Because I'm taking a loss on this. Like, it's not like it matters. I'm getting some of my money back. That's great, but there is plenty of value, and don't be afraid to buy this copy or a copy like this in this condition of anything, and crack it and put it in a binder. I'm going to do another video here soon, like showing people how to crack stuff. I'm actually going to like post a tool that I bought just recently that works really well. Just so it maybe gives people some confidence to buy graded stuff and not be afraid to crack it out to put it in their binder, because there's a lot of deals that you can get where, you get a near mint card for cheaper already graded than what you'd actually pay for a near mint copy raw, because there's always a chance that thing could grade higher. So it's the opportunity cost, I guess you would say. But, all right, we are going on a lot of tangents here. Again, Honchkrow, PSA 7, Secret of the Lakes, $15.99. We got Porygon Z, level X. Again, another level X here, $39.99. Luxray, Temple of Anger, PSA 8, $19.99. We got Toxicroak EX from Wild Blaze, PSA 9, $18.99. Scrolling down, we have Wartortle, excellent condition, $6.39. Here's actually one of my... It's a card I probably should have kept a copy of, but I have more. I'll probably keep a copy at some point. I don't know what it is about this one. I mean, it's just the original base set artwork of Pikachu, but it has the sparkle foiling. It's the secret rare from Bond Stand of Time. PSA 9 on this one, dirt cheap at $117.79. This, I think I sold a PSA 10 copy of this one. I think it was this one, because there's 3 different ones. There's the flying, the surfing, and then they did the reprint and sparkle of the base set. I think I sold this one in 10 last year for like $2,600, $2,700, somewhere around there. It might have been closer to $3,000. Because they're that tough to grade. We've talked about these before. They get the chipping. This one has very, very minimal. This was really close to potentially probably getting a 10. But, yeah, like... This, I don't know, this just looks really cool. I know it's just a redo, a reprint, but sometimes the reprint and the redos are better. Maybe that offends some people, but it's the truth. But yeah, again, $117.79 on this one. Beautiful card. Congratulations, whoever picked that up. I think that might have been a repeat buyer, so maybe they're in here on occasion. We got Meganium Expedition, PSA 7, $15.99. Again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but value. We have Pikachu, Pokeparks Pikachu, Light Play, $20.79. Pikachu's all over. Venusaur, you guys saw these probably come in if you were here. One of the other, I guess it was 2 weeks ago already, one of my singles videos, like cards from Japan. But we have Venusaur here, damage condition, $15.99. Misty's Politoed, Theater Limited deck, Light Play, $18.39. Psyduck, Cardass, Near Mint, $15.99. I always like this artwork. It's cool him using Scratch or Slash. I would assume that's Scratch. I don't think Psyduck has the balls to use Slash. Maybe though, man, that one looks pretty aggressive. We have Camera Up Tier, Camera Up DX, PSA 8, $35.99. We have Light Azumarill, Light Play, Light Azumarill, $9.59. Chansey from base set, moderately played, $7.99. We have Slowpoke, really like this one, another Meiji promo. This one damaged, $6.39. This is a cool card, I like that one. And we're at our last stack here, moving down through. We got Butterfree from VS, Bugsy's to be exact, Near Mint, $19.99. Wartortle, Cardass. Been selling more Cardass stuff lately. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm fine with that. I haven't restocked for a while, so. We got Light Play on this one, $15.99. We have Krabby Strangling Ditto, excellent condition, $6.39. And then, weirdly enough, I didn't actually intentionally do that because I didn't think about it because they're bought in line, but we got Dratini Strangling Charmander in the next one. Moderately played, $9.59. Claire's Blastoise VS, excellent condition, $39.19. And then we have Growlithe from Cardass, moderately played, $4.79. I don't know what attack this is. It almost looks like Flower Petals, but I think it's Fire Spin. I would have to assume it's Fire Spin. I think the Arcanine might be using the same attack in its card from Cardass. We have Pinsir Quick Starter Gift Set, Near Mint, $14.39. I say this all the time, but just a quick refresher for everybody. If you want to know what's vending and what's Quick Starter is non-glossy, does not have a rarity symbol, even though it does have the vending symbol, and vending is glossy and does have a rarity symbol at the bottom. There are some exceptions to that. There's some CD promos that have the vending symbol, but for the most part, that's how it rolls. We got Regigigas Level X Collection Pack, PSA 10. Here's some more bargain here. We got PSA 10s here. So we have PSA 10 of this one, $23.99. And I list this stuff based on what's available, and I'm never listing at the cheapest price. So just be aware there's some people out there rock bottoming. We have Genesect Best of XY, PSA 10, $22.79. Krabby Heavily Played, $1.19. And then also Ekans Heavily Played from Fossil, $1.19. We have beautiful card here, beautiful sparkle foil, probably one of the best superiors out there. From Shiny Collection, PSA 10, $43.99. One point this thing was selling for like $250 in a PSA 10, and then the market adjusted, came back down. But realistically, it's not that crazy when you think about the cost of a box of this stuff. Once the raw supply of this stuff dries up, I mean, it's got to go up in price just for the simple fact that Shiny Collection box. Well, I lie. It has to go up in price as long as there's desirability. But I would say this is a fairly desirable card. But the cost of a box of this stuff, I mean, what is it anymore? Is it like $2,000, $1,000? Is it more than that? It's insane. So if you can't buy a box for cheap and there's no singles, the price just has to go up at some point if there's no supply and there's demand. So just the natural order of things. But we have Radiant Charizard, V-Star Universe, $5.59 near mint. We have Price's Piloswine near mint in $11.99. $11.99. No one on the back of that. Morty's Marowak near mint, $11.99. Raichu, Jasmine's to be exact, from BS as well, $15.99 near mint. And again, coming down to the home stretch here, we have Suicune Legend Perfect Set, PSA 9, $75.99. I did sell one of these for around $400-ish, I think, the other week, $380 or something in PSA 10. So to me, I think that's pretty good bargain for a 9. We have Articuno, Mysterious Mountains, Light Play, $15.19. Pikachu, 2 copies here of the Surfing Pika, $7.98 total, which would have been, what, like $3.99 each? I believe so. I believe my math holds true there, but I am pretty stupid lately, so it would not surprise me if I'm off. Had one of these sold. I think I have like 1 or 2 other copies of this in 10 just because I had picked up this stuff a long time ago. So it's nice to finally see one of these sell. We had the PSA 10 Shiny Voltorb from Stormfront. $319.99. These were selling for much more at one point, but now they've kind of like tiered off. I think this is a pretty healthy price for this. I don't think it's too cheap necessarily. I don't think it's too much. I think this has room to grow over time when supply dries up, but this feels like a pretty healthy price for this at the moment. They are tough to get though, so I mean maybe this is cheap. So, but really nice card. We have a cool one here too. I believe this is Japanese exclusive, and it's only in this deck, unless the vending series looks like this. No, I don't believe so. I think this is only from the VHS deck. This deck has a lot of cool cards in it that are exclusive to it, and also Japanese exclusive. But we got the Spearow here from the Squirtle deck. Nice artwork by, what is this? Shinichi? Yeah, Shinichi Yoshida. $55.99 on this one. We have another Jasmine's Raichu, PSA, near mint condition, excuse me, $15.19. We're falling off here at the end. War Turtle, near mint, $9.99. And last for this one, we have Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, beautiful foiling on this one, near mint, $14.99. Again, guys, the total for this weekend was $2,764.29. Very healthy weekend, very healthy sales. I'm happy with the way things are going. Stuff's not quite as crazy as it was a lot of last year, but it just feels healthy, steady, and I'm excited to see where things go here the rest of the year. If anyone purchased, I'm on time today. We got things cranked out. We did get snow, so hopefully my post office isn't being weird and they're closed. So I really doubt that. It was only like 2-3 inches, but you never know these days. Your stuff will get shipped out today, and you should receive it soon. Thank you for everyone that purchased. I always appreciate it. I love being able to do this. This is a blast. It's a blast doing these videos for you guys. I love seeing this stuff myself up close. I love kind of recapping. I mean, even though I'm seeing these sales live, like it's cool to recap and actually be like, oh, this sold for this. This sold for this. So a lot of times some of these videos are just as fun for me as I'm sure they are for you guys, because I know you guys like these sale recap videos. But yeah, we'll shut it down there. I'll get these packed up, get these shipped out, and Yeah, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.